So, it is time for a November Illumicrate unboxing, and I'm filming this in the morning before work, so if the lighting isn't great, that's why. But let's get into it. So, the theme is some kind of monster, and I think that they announced that the book in this is going to be the Luminaries, if I have my months right, so we'll see. So the first thing we have is a tea tin, which is actually quite hilarious because I just bought a whole load of tea tins yesterday to organise some of my loose leaf teas, one of which I am drinking right now. This one is banana pancake, courtesy of Joanna, so thank you to her for this deliciousness. I don't know if this is a fairy, this is actually an Illumicrate mug as well, so there we go. But this is the tin. That's the top, you can barely see it because it's so reflective, and then that's the bottom. Very, very pretty. I am sure that I will find a tea to put in here. Next we have a fabric item. I'm not sure what it is, maybe a scarf? It looks like it might be a scarf, yes. Yeah. This is the design on it. Very nice, very nice. It is indeed now scarf weather. In the UK it's turned really cold all of a sudden, so I probably won't be using this one because it's probably not quite enough actually for how cold it is just now, but very pretty. Next up we have a tote bag that looks like so. It says the Scholomance, so that must be Deadly Education themed by Naomi Novik. Do love me a tote. I do have quite a lot of them now, but they are very useful. Then we have a sort of little pouch thing, and it feels like it's got a replica sword or something. Okay. So this is she. What do I do with my thumb? Ah! There we go. I don't know if you can tell that there's like glitter down the actual blade itself. Haha, the blade itself, that's a book. I don't know which book this is inspired by though. We'll have a look at the spoiler card at the end, but you will already know because I will have written. And then we have a paper craft kit, and I'm presuming that this is the one that was missing from last month's box, and it's based on Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. I don't know if you can really see it, it's quite dark, but I don't think I've ever done a paper craft. I don't know if I have the patience to do a paper craft, we'll see. And then we come to the book, so let's find out what she be. It is indeed The Luminaries by Sarah Dennard, and it is very, very shiny. This is the spine and the back, which reads, "The forest is dangerous for a luminary untrained." And then we have stencil sprayed edges and the same at the top and the bottom. It's very heavy. And then end pages, it's the front and the case, also very, very shiny, with the back as well. So it says Nightmare Compendium on the front and the Comprehensive Guide to Hemlock Falls Nightmares on the back. And there's nothing on the reverse of the dust jacket. And it is also signed. So I'll read you the synopsis. There's a typo in the synopsis, that's hilarious. I mean, unless Hemlock is supposed to be spelt without the E after H, but anyway. Hemlock Falls isn't like other towns. You won't find it on a map. Your phone won't work here, and the forest outside town might just kill you. Winnie Wednesday wants nothing more than to join the Luminaries, the ancient order that protects Winnie's town and the rest of humanity from the monsters and nightmares that rise in the forest of Hemlock Falls every night. That Hemlock has an E in it, so yes, it was a typo. Funny. Ever since her father was exposed as a witch and a traitor, Winnie and her family have been shunned, but on her 16th birthday she can take the deadly luminary hunter trials and prove herself true and loyal and restore her family's good name, or die trying. But in order to survive, Winnie must enlist the help of the one person who can train her, Jay Friday, resident bad boy and Winnie's ex-best friend. While Jay might be the most promising new hunter in Hemlock Falls, he also seems to know more about the nightmares of the forest than he should. Together he and Winnie will discover a danger lurking in the forest no one in Hemlock Falls is prepared for. Not all monsters can be slain, and not all nightmares are confined to the dark. So that sounds nice and creepy, doesn't it? It's a very pretty book. I don't know why it's so heavy, but very pretty book. And let me just have a quick look at the spoiler card. So we had the Ascalon sword replica from Priory of the Orange Tree. Frozen Wilderness scarf. It was indeed a scarf. And it's inspired by the Winter Night trilogy. Gateway to Freedom tote bag indeed was inspired by A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. The Monster Inside tea tin inspired by Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. And then of course the book, and we already knew that the papercraft was from last month. So that's it. That's everything in this month's November box. I'm very intrigued by this book. I don't know if it's meant to be YA or adult, but either way I do like the sound of it, so I will look forward to reading it at some point. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks.